Hi, my name's Claymore, and today I'm going to be talking about moving into my studio. This is the first ever whole room studio that I've ever had. To give you some context, I've been living for the past 4 years in a 2-bedroom apartment with my husband and our 2 roommates, another couple. I have been slowly pushing more and more towards building my business and putting it all together, getting it set up so that I can start creating products and going to art markets and really creating the best situation for my business to thrive. Previously, living in our apartment, I had to use my bedroom as my art studio, which would probably be fine for some people, but for me, already having a cage with 2 rats living in it, and our bed, and living in the smaller bedroom of the apartment, it was more of like a room that was meant to either be a children's room, or a nursery, or an office space. And it was not truly by size intended to be both a bedroom and a studio space. And so my business, I couldn't really expand. I didn't really have space to put away products or bigger projects that I wanted to work on. The best I could do was hang them up in the living room, which isn't always a bad thing. It's nice to get feedback on what you're working on and feel like you get to decorate your home as part of the process of making art. However, there were several issues with our apartment. Besides just the issue of us being a small apartment, we were also a sub-level apartment, meaning that we were slightly below the ground. So half of our wall was below the ground and half was above. And we had these giant windows on the front, but you didn't get a lot of light because there was a giant tree in front of our apartment. However, this didn't stop people from coming over to our window to inspect and peer inside and point flashlights inside at us to try and get us to go and open the front door of the apartment building for them. It was constantly a decision whether or not you wanted to have natural light in the apartment or if you wanted privacy. While this could have been innocent, we lived in a more dangerous neighborhood. There was a person shot in the parking lot previously, and my roommate had been held at gunpoint at his job. And with everything happening at that apartment, on top of the maintenance issues and the leaking ceiling, just an average day at Spice Tree Apartments. Ruined all our toilet paper. We just really didn't feel safe there anymore. And then, on top of all of this, on top of all of the issues that we had at this apartment, on top of everything, the prices of rent went up every year. And not by a small amount. It was about $100 every year the rent went up. I think when we initially rented the space, it was $1,100 a month for a 2-bedroom. 1 bath, and it had gotten up to $1,400 a month. It was a ridiculous amount of money to be paying for such a small space, with no care from the maintenance team about the sort of situations we were dealing with the apartment just falling apart underneath us, crumbling from above us. We just didn't feel safe there. And so finally this year, we were able to get together with family and friends and find a way to buy a home, because we could not afford going up another $100 to live in this tiny, cramped, disgusting apartment any longer. We were able to escape the city and move somewhere a little bit cheaper, where we got to see a bit of nature and have peace. And I finally got a space to call my own, to call my art studio a whole room to develop my business and store products, develop products, have the proper space for everything, and that is this room. But first, before I set it up, I absolutely had to paint it. I don't know about you, but after living in an apartment with beige gray walls for, like, I don't know, the past, 10 years of my life that I've been renting, I wanted to paint the walls with color, make them beautiful, make them feel rich and dark and interesting, and truly match the vibe of what I'm going for with my business. If you couldn't tell from following me, I am goth and I love deep colors that just give mystique and beauty and magic. And so most of the upstairs are dark purples and burgundies that really match that feeling that I just love, that just feels so homey to me. And so I ended up going with this like wine purple for my art studio. My bedroom is burgundy. I'm so happy with it. I'm gonna be putting more gem tones in the upstairs as we live here for a little bit longer, but I had to do my art studio. I had to do it. It was like number 2 on my list. One of my absolute favorite things about this house and moving here is that it feels surrounded by nature. One of my absolute favorite aspects about while I was painting this room is that I could hear the birds outside, and there's just a feeling of, while I still live in a city, I don't live in the city. I'm not just surrounded by concrete and short grass lawns. Like, there's a creek in my backyard and there's big trees all around me that make me feel safe and sheltered from everything else going on. One thing I do have to mention about while I'm painting, it does look very patchy, and that's because all of the walls in the upstairs and a couple in the downstairs are Venetian plaster, and so they have a lot of texture and depth to them. So painting them is kind of difficult. Even with several layers of paint, it was very difficult to make the wall look completely painted and not a little bit splotchy here and there. Hey, it's Clay, and it has been several days since I think I did my last little talking to you video. I've worked today, so I am in full face, but it's late and I'm exhausted, but I want to work on my art studio. We got the desk up here last night, but in the process we kind of broke this little piece just a little bit. So I'm heating up some hot glue because I don't feel like finding wood glue right now. It'll have to do. And once I get that done, then I should be able to organize the horde of boxes around me and not live in box land. So it's a start. Hello and welcome back. Today is day I don't even know of setting up my art studio space. So I got a lot of sun today, which is really nice, really exciting. A rarity at my old place. But today is mostly just organizing and putting things away. I have been working my hardest to try and get this done, but currently my only piece of furniture for it up here is my art desk, which is lovely and does have a lot of storage. However, I need a separate desk for my computer, space for my scanner slash printer, and I'd like to have space over there for when I record videos so I can sit down and like talk to you guys, you know, tell you about what's going on. So yeah, currently it's just boxes and junk around me, other than like some decoration on the wall and my paintings on the floor. Sorry, I keep blinding you guys. But yeah, so I'm gonna work on getting this slightly more organized. I have an event on Friday, which is 2 days from now. So I'd like to get things somewhat organized so I am prepared for Friday, and doing my first real ever art market. I'm excited. I will be vlogging that experience for you guys, and I'm nervous because it's an outdoor event and it is supposed to be raining that day. So we shall see how that goes. But well, as you can see from Missy rolling around on the floor is now clear. It is not perfect, but I do have most everything organized. So all my big canvases and all my books are over there. I got my closet, I put stuff in there, so it's away at least. I got some of my decor in the window. I put up one of my little hanging guys. I need to fix the wire on the other one so I can hang one from the opposite side. And then down here, because I don't have a desk, I have a makeshift footrest that I'm using as a desk for my computer. And I finally found the cord that belongs to that light. So I got that plugged in. And now it is at least set up. And then there is what's left that I don't really know where to put right now because my house is not fully put together yet. But I got a lot of cleaning done, a lot of organizing. I feel much better about the room. So I may leave you guys with this video so far, or I may continue the video and show you guys me going out and shopping for the other pieces of furniture that I need to make this whole situation complete. With that being said, I hope you did enjoy my little montage slash vlog, whatever this was. I do apologize for being gone for so long. It has just been an absolute wild ride. So anyways, I will hopefully see you guys soon.